to simply deny the pick potential from KBM. Now you have a Seraph and a Kha'Zix as well for the long range poke here.
Yeah.
Cloud9 is really setting up to just start poking down KBM. You have so much disengage already, and you have, of course, the KO ult.
Interesting one. Will KBM win the vote? They have done a couple of times, but they're up against Cloud9 now. Cloud9 fans, of course, America will still be awake on the West Coast.
It's going to be an interesting...
Ryze from the start. Ryze can trade with you, but he cannot push back the minions as fast as you can. So it's going to be all about the jungle press on top.
There's that level 2, a Lightbringer straight through Minerva. The 2 passive shots to him as well. And Lemon Nation doing it again, grabs brush control as soon as possible. In that bottom lane, hit still goes down. Dance's Ignite is down, but Dance takes an Ignite over from Lemon Nation, and Sneaky is actually getting the assist on.
Has to use that intervention early, but it is going to be Cloud9 and look to be securing their first dragon of the game.
So this dragon by Cloud9 was actually set up simply because get the picks with this comp KBM is using. Cloud9 though, because they killed this bottom lane tower, they can instantly just swap top. KBM is not ready. Or they are actually. They're going and Dance out here.
They're completely ready. They're going in top. Gonna catch on, Soul Shackles, is it gonna land? He's not, Dance is in trouble though. Meteos is there, flashed through, almost missed out, took tower hits. They're trying to gift it across instead, Meteos will finish it off. But in comes Tinones, the delay, and the flash already used by Meteos there, cost him his life. High, the Chomper's gonna stop him catching on towards Minerva. Sneaky returns back to that top lane. Lep has to be backing away from this one. He's got the support of Tinones, but he's taken so low, they still may be able to dive him.
Very, very close. The artillery coming in from high.
Nope.
Fire a cork back just on the tail end of the damage there. So you got to stay in the shadows to get bigger here. So far, Lep's doing that. Tinones showing himself somewhat. Dance trying to clear out a little too much in the ward. Lemon Nation get caught here. Can Lep put down the Room Prison and get a flash out of him? Great fade away Dark Binding coming in. The Rod of Ages is still stacking up. They're going to be backing on this one though. There's a bit of a rocket. Not going to do too much. They'll know, though, what's going down. Dragon goes down once again for Cloud9.
Well, kill elimination then. Simple as it is.
Well, they definitely have the double sight stone to keep warding as much as Cloud9 is. Replicating those wards isn't going to hurt. They're keeping the same vision. They're keeping themselves at least in a bit of defense. Still long-range poke, we said, is going to come from Cloud9, and that's what they're utilizing right now.
Oh, nice.
A quick repel, that's going to be the teleport coming in from Lep. Will they decide to initiate? The box is really disengaging Cloud9, but like we said, they're able to stay on the outside. Balls goes down immediately on that one. The intervention is down as well. Do they have a chance to follow up on this? Looks like they'll take it, and they'll leave it.
And look at
if we can get KBM to get those forward wards out. Most of them are going down to their own jungle now, except for what Lep has done on the top side. Again, that pink ward able to clear out another one.
High has no flash.
Pretty sticky position here. He's going to try to walk around the chompers. He says heal. Thank you very much. He's still taking good damage from Minerva. He's going to get out with half health on this one, just due to that level difference. He wasn't taking that much damage.
He finally got the pink ward down. But High nearly lost his life defending it there. That was a very close and good chompers that forced him to run around. It has put Cloud9 in a sticky situation off the side here. The stun goes down. Meteos caught out in it. Lemon Nation in trouble. The rocket's coming through. Repels away. Danagon trying to give chase. Lemon Nation getting away. This has given up the top tower to Balls. They do finally
here. They got elimination really, really low, and then ended up chasing him. Will give up his mid tower as well. He died as well.
Indeed, get crumbled up on that.
A lot of the objectives, they will lose the dragon, so it becomes really hard to keep the wards up.
And it might be an in their own head thing, knowing that they're weaker at this part of the game and they don't want a dragon, but it only starts to hurt them more when they believe they're staying safe. 3 of 3
is not followed through because he was dodging the stun.
Oh, look at Lep here.
I threw out Cocoon, blocked out. They're going to go in. Lep can get in there. He's got the power. There's the stun. Elimination blown apart. The rocket doesn't quite down Sneaky, but Cloud9, they have to back away from this tower. They have to respect the power KBM have.
And this is where Minerva can start going off. Gonna get these resets now. They're gonna be able to start taking down turrets pretty quick. They have an efficient team to do so. Good wave clear and good ability to going down here. Prime gets locked up by Dance, making the plays. KBM comes up with 3, and they're gonna be taking the mid turret as well, possibly. Meteos doing what he can.
Get out. He's got the ward. Now they're going to turn focus on him. He's going to run away. Balls is going to catch and slow. He just gets out of vision. Nice ulti usage. Will it be enough to get him away? I don't think it is. Dance has no flash available. He's going to get locked down. The rest of KBM, though, are closing the gap on him here. I'm not sure if they can make a pick in time.
Oh, Dan's right here. He just had to play.
Said, we can see it now. That's our job done. Dan's work here was complete. Danagon gets a cheeky spot. I don't think they're going to be able to get the steal on this one. Rocket's not going to be fired this time from Minerva. They're going to hold on to that one.
To come in and face check you to try and clear the walls.
Boom, itemizing so much better. Oh, well, the Aegis is out there. Do they use the McHale here to get Dan's for himself? But he doesn't.
Otherwise, one of them would have been hit and would have died here. Rocket going in by elimination, and the rest of KBM joining.
Good hands catching the Rocket. Zap's missed as well. Just about 33 minutes on the clock. Baron gonna go over to Cloud9 right now. Lep, he throws down the ulti, but he gets slowed as well. Not gonna be able to return any damage on this. It's all in defense. The Rune Prison will be up. Pops that down. They do get the ultimate intervention out of all. They turn back onto him. That's a missed hook coming in from Dan. Zanya's as well. So they have time to refocus. Minerva getting a reset. Are they able to come up big on this fight? The Zap actually hitting the backside of Sneaky, so they have vision on the far backside of Cloud9 right now. But Cloud9 is pushing forward. Coming in from high. A good dodge from Tinones. The cleanup coming from Sneaky as he takes the ult from Tinones as well. And that starts
it well. They're going to keep on pushing for that inhibitor. People are starting to respawn though, so they've got to get this and get out. Bottom wave will be cleared away. Lep's going to move off, which has given Cloud9 a massive opening, taking his tower down. Without that massive range stun, they were easily walking in. They fancy defending this turret though. High taking a bit of chunk there. Lep trying to get that burst down, but Sneaky and Balls continuing. The rocket lands on them. They may well chase this one. They're going to push out. Oh, the hook so close to landing.
Going in.
Dan goes in, lands the flame, and will pay the price with his life. And now Cloud9 can turn and push back onto KBM.
Just flashing in, throws back the lance, and nobody is actually going to click it. They're like, nope, you're on your own, mate. And ends up dying here. Next is turret as well. Cloud9, they want to finish.
This really coming off of Tinones being on blue. They had a ward to see he was up there, and that's why Cloud9 being so fearless as they enter the base. Now coming up on 36 minutes, they are getting pushed off a bit here. KBM looking to go for broke, but they get locked up. Lep gets hit by a dark binding. A few more shots coming in. Focus onto the Nexus, and it is going to be Cloud9 coming up with the victory over KBM.
So, it was far from a clean victory for Cloud9.
Very true.
But it's a win nonetheless. Najin Whiteshield now is in their focus. They've got the slippery game out the way in terms of banana skins. Now it's time to really do your homework and prepare for that match, which will be happening later on today. It was a risky game though. They showed once again KBM. They had the burst. They caught them out in that mid lane and they pushed and took them 2 towers.
And once again, we saw the tactic against KBM was actually for these teams to play extremely safe, stick to a laning phase as long as possible, keep split pushing, spread KBM out, don't let them group as a team. Because what they did in Brazil, when they qualified for Worlds as well, was their teamwork together. Like the 5 versus 5 team fights were extremely scary. The comps they build around it. When you have a Jinx from Minerva in these team fights and you have so much burst damage, get the first kill, you get your reset, and you just keep chasing up here. So Cloud9 basically said, we're gonna spread out the map, and once we feel like we can set up a Baron, loads of pink wards, we're just gonna look for this one pick. Once we get it, we take the Baron, and we go for the game.
Working on being dictated in the mid game is just all KBM has to get out of their system. Understanding what to do.